Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the Kaze Fam podcast. Today is December 10th. It is a Friday afternoon. I'm home with my baby Gio, and we're ready to have some fun. All right, man. So essentially, there's a big thing going on right now in Warzone. Obviously, if you play the game, if you follow the streams at all, you know that we just dropped into a brand new map. It's a new season, and essentially everything that we knew about the game as it was before has completely changed. There's positives and negatives that go along with it. Obviously, it's a brand new experience, so a lot of people are having problems adjusting to the new game. And then at least for myself personally, man, just thinking back to how everything came to be for myself as far as like deciding to stream and all that stuff, bro. Like, we have come such a long way. Not necessarily talking about the stream itself either. I'm just talking like what this game Warzone means to so many of us. Pretty much what the past 2 years. Is it 2 years? A year and a half? Yeah, it has to be. It's close to 2 years now. Modern Warfare came out, and let me find out. Pretty sure it came out in November 2019. I'm gonna look it up right now just to make sure. Modern Warfare release date. The Modern Warfare released October 25th, 2019, and I'm pretty sure that's before I'm pretty sure that's before all of us found out that the following year, 2020, was going to be insane. I think all hell broke loose for all of us in March 2020, and pretty much all of our lives changed, man. And essentially, I guess what I want to talk about specifically is what this game means to me and what it might mean to so many other people. All right, so it's March 2020. Modern Warfare came out a few months ago. And essentially, I didn't have anyone to play with. All my friends were playing other games. The people that I used to play Black Ops 4 with didn't really want to play Modern Warfare. They didn't like it. So I bought the game in November. And I ended up trading it to one of my soccer buddies for a pair of brand new cleats, Nike turf shoes. They're pretty sweet. I still have them to this day. But sometime when pandemic started, I was like, let me buy this game again. That's kind of when Warzone started taking off. I think Warzone launched, like, when did Warzone launch? Warzone launch initial. This is trying to tell me how to launch Warzone. No. When did Warzone launch? There it is. March 10th, 2020. So yeah, so around March 10th, the game started getting traction in so many places. So I was like, screw it, let me try to buy the game again. So I got Modern Warfare again. I was playing by myself mostly at that time. I was running with like the M4A1. And it was a good time, man. I liked it a lot. And then little by little, some people started playing. I think my boy Sean is actually one of the first people that I played the game with consistently. Also, my girl Kit Kat Cook. That's a mouthful of a name, but yeah, I pretty much just I started playing the game with them a little bit, and then I started partnering up with Turk. I got a cat right in front of me going through my microphone area. Long story short, I want to get to the point, right? Long story short, I started playing the game consistently, and it was around like April or May when I was like, well, let me start figuring out how I can try to turn this into, like, you know, making a little bit of content, this and that. But as I said before, this is not necessarily the story of how or why I started to stream. This is much more like what this game Warzone came to signify in my life during a period of turmoil for a lot of us. You know, we were all stuck in our house. We're not able to go out. There was so many restrictions. When pandemic started, I wasn't even sure if we could leave the house to like buy groceries and shit like that. So I'm assuming that's what there was, like a toilet paper shortage or whatever. But essentially, we got the reins of that. The world's starting to get back to normal, quote unquote. In that, you know, even though we're all at home, people weren't really like losing their minds as far as like thinking like super apocalyptic and thinking we're probably all gonna die and things like that. I would be remiss to not say that obviously we did lose a lot of good people throughout the whole world, man. And it's crazy. It's crazy because up until then, for me at least, video games had been an escape. You know, like get home from work, drop into a few games of FIFA or Black Ops 4 or Assassin's Creed or Skyrim. Just games that I could just get lost in and forget about my everyday life, right? But essentially what happened is this phenomenon pretty much took place where the whole world was at home. And the only way that you could actually interact with people was either social media or actually interactively playing an online game. And so Warzone really like took a hold on a lot of us, man. It became our everyday life, essentially. There wasn't anything else to do, so, you know, we'd be at home, you know, have a few beers every now and then, but the content was always the same. Warzone, Warzone, Warzone. It came to the point where, you know, we got caught up in the craziness. A bunch of us just kind of started tagging each other on Facebook and like, oh, this is what's happening. This is what's new in Warzone, things like that. And then we all started at one point or another. We all started sharing on Facebook every time we got a Warzone dub. Every time we got a Warzone win, you bust out your phone, record it, record yourself getting on that helicopter, man, and going on that ride. It pretty much became our reason to get up in the morning. It was our way of teaming up with people that we couldn't see face to face. It was our way to not lose those bonds, and crazy enough we created so many more bonds. The gaming community has always been so good at that as well, though. It's not only pandemic, right? So even before that, so many people have always found solace in the gaming community, you know, like being able to interact with people that you might not know, people that are like hundreds of miles away from you on the other side of the globe. So it's always been a good escape for many people. But I think because of everything that was happening around that time in March 2020, going into that summer, a bigger percentage of the world pretty much became engulfed in games. And it's not only Warzone. That's just what Warzone was for me. And the reason why I decided to even like talk about this today is because, you know, again, everything has just changed in Warzone. So it's kind of like a reminiscing moment for a lot of us, man. Like, you look back at what a crazy ride it's been. Today, December 10th, 2021, almost 2 years since Warzone launched. Like, I can honestly say, like, it changed my life for the better. And it's crazy to think about that, man, because a lot of people think video games, you know, are like a waste of time and things like that. But bro, I would not change anything that happened the past 2 years. Again, not even thinking about the stream or anything like that, but just the friendships I've made. You're playing the game, the connections, man. Like, those are the things that stick with you, you know. Like, moments are fleeting as everything else, but man, like countless nights dropping in with the boys. Where we dropping and camping in a little house, or starting to get better at the game and starting to push teams, or, you know, like dropping 10 kills, dropping 15 kills. Like, man, little things that in the material world like have probably like no significance, but man, during that time when we were all just stuck at home, they meant so much to all of us. And I'm so happy to have had Warzone be such a big part of my life during that time. Obviously we're still moving forward, creating those friendships and all of that as we continue to move forward with what I guess we can call business as usual now. Now that the world's kind of like getting back to normality. But Essentially, this is a toast to Verdanks, man. This is a toast to all those late nights, to all the drop areas, to all the invites, to all the sorry boys, we're squatted up, to all those god damn it, there's a hacker in my lobby. Here's a toast to all of that, man. And thanks for the memories, Verdanks. Thanks for the memories, Warzone. And we're gonna keep on pushing. And I appreciate you guys listening to me today, man. This is gonna be something that we just kind of play around with, try to make it we're gonna try to just get in a routine of coming on here and rambling on and things of the sort. So I appreciate it, boys and girls. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Friday. This should be up rather soon here. So if there's topics, if there's anything that you guys want me to talk about, if you guys want me to like make this like into a more like set format, do you want me to talk about like new games, let me know. At the end of the day, this is gonna be like a gamer centric podcast slash rambling sessions, but we are gonna dabble into other things as well. So hope you have a good rest of your Friday, and your boy Kaze is out, man.